Hey guys, my name is Donye and I want to tell you about how I got into fitness and helping other people. So when I was young, I used to be super socially awkward, got made fun of a lot, and I generally had a very low self-esteem, right? Now, I still remember the time when I wore very baggy clothing nearly all the time, be it very baggy joggers or very white t-shirts. I mean, looking back, I think that wasn't a very good clothing style, but I was just so insecure and I just wanted to hide the fact that I was so skinny, and I pretty much felt more confident in my own skin wearing white clothing back then, right? Now, at the young age of 13, I began doing some push-ups and ab crunches at home, and occasionally stole my brother's 5 kg dumbbells out of his bedroom to train my biceps back then, right? Now, that was the start. And then at the age of 16, when I was finally old enough to take a real gym subscription, I've kind of been through the process of trial and error by going to the gym myself for years without really applying the right principles within nutrition, because I didn't know any better. Now, it did get me some results, but let's just say that I could have gotten way more out of it had I had a personal mentor back then to show me the way. Now, to give you an idea, after 3 years of working out, people would still wonder if I even worked out at all. Now, I also struggled a lot with chronic health issues due to a dislocated tailbone, which eventually caused lower back problems. I won't get into the details of that, but it was a complicated thing that medical professionals in 4 different countries in the past decade couldn't truly help me with. So I was being sent back and forth to physiotherapists, chiropractors, postural therapists, orthopedics, you name it, and I've probably been there. That was a very frustrating time in my life, and instead I was advised to just completely stop with strength training altogether, as they thought that that might fix it all for me, which I actually tried multiple times. So I set aside my ego and followed that advice, but then quickly came to the realization how important movement actually is, and that remaining sedentary wasn't benefiting me at all, but it kinda did the contrary. Being physically inactive resulted in my well-being going backwards, and I fell into depression. Now, when you are depressed, you feel empty and tired nearly all the time, you're not hungry, and you don't feel like doing anything. You also tend to attract more unhealthy habits. At one point, I felt absolutely disgusted with myself, and I just wasn't happy with what I was seeing in the mirror, because my body seemed to be deteriorating further due to inactivity and having a bad posture. As I didn't want to rely forever on countless of medical appointments that would lead to nowhere, I decided to finally drop the freaking victim mentality and just commit to whatever I can do to still optimize my health and lifestyle regardless of the cards that I've been dealt with. Now, as I started making some real progress in the gym, I began to feel better about myself again. I was getting more compliments, which led to more confidence and feeling better in my own skin. For the first time, my outlook on life improved tremendously, and that was pretty huge for me. When you're depressed, you'll be pessimistic most of the time, so when this lifestyle led me to become more health conscious with everything else that I did, I automatically became way more optimistic, right? This then also translated into better results at school, better relationships, and performing better in other sports. So I've been able to sustain a lifestyle in which I don't have to rely on doctors, surgery, or medication anymore, and also managed to snap out of my depressed state. I know what impact fitness has had on myself and my life. It would be an understatement to say that fitness has definitely saved my life, and I know for a fact that a sustainable active lifestyle could alleviate or even cure various things for anyone, be it low confidence, low self-esteem, constant fatigue, high blood pressure, diabetes, or even depression and other chronic problems. So I really want to instill that gift in others and have them take back control over their own destiny, because I know from experience how crucial that can be. By being exactly the person I wished I had 15 years ago to show me the quickest way, I truly believe that it could make a tremendous difference to anyone that's been stuck for a while and kinda needs clarity once and for all. Many of you who are watching this are struggling with your health and fitness. You've been plateauing for a long period of time and you just cannot seem to push through certain limits no matter what it is that you do. So you've pretty much tried all kinds of diets, ketogenic, intermittent fasting, which might have gotten you some results, but you kind of continue to yo-yo back and forth, and eventually you gain the weight back, right? You end up frustrated because the programs you're buying aren't helping you get the desired results, or the diet plans are so restrictive that it feels impossible for you to maintain those results long term. Ultimately, the goal is that you can eat anything you want and work out however you prefer and still get results, right? So if you neglect these principles and you jump into something that is really restrictive, such as avoiding carbohydrates, pasta, donuts, and you keep telling yourself that you cannot touch any of the good stuff that you actually enjoy eating, then at the end of the day, you simply will not maintain those results, since you will be miserable at some point and the diet doesn't fulfill you, okay? So what you likely tend to do then is to keep hiring trainers, or you purchase various mass marketing programs created by famous influencers that secretly take anabolic steroids or other performance enhancing drugs themselves in order to look like that. Which basically means that those programs won't work as effectively for you as a natural trainee, and you keep going in circles like a dog that is chasing after its own tail, right? My goal here is to get my clients the results that they want, but through a sustainable solution so they can actually maintain it 10, 20, even 30 years from now while still enjoying life. What makes me different is that I teach my clients to become self-sufficient, so you'll be able to sustain those results even after you reach them. Now, you could either try to figure things out on your own and continue to learn from trial and error, just like I did many years ago. So I'm not completely against that idea, but it took me 3 to 5 years of effort before I figured things out, and then I still decided to get help, and that's where I really started progressing. Something else that you could do is you get a trainer at the gym, and that's great and all, but they don't focus on 90% of your results, which comes from nutrition. You could have a personal trainer to train you 5 times a week, but in reality that won't make much of a difference if you don't get the nutrition in place. Make sense? Now, another option would be online trainers with the typical cookie cutter programs that can be very cheap but aren't customized to you, right? You'll get access to email customer support that will reply to you within 2 days, and they will basically give you a plan which might get you some results in the beginning, but then you're not able to maintain it in the long run. So to cut through all the BS and distractions that's out there that is in no way designed to make you the captain of your own ship, I've built a lifestyle mastery mentoring program where I take high performers and teach them exactly how they can eat and train however they want and get results. I'm looking for a select few people that are willing to jump into this opportunity to work one-on-one with me. It's fully customized to your unique situation with all your needs taken into account. The goal is that if we can supercharge your physique and lifestyle, that will lead to improvements with everything else in your day-to-day life, be it in health, wealth, relationships, career or business. Now, if that sounds appealing to you and something that is aligned with what you want, what I need you to do is click the scheduling link below this video and pick a time to get on a free consultation. On this call, we're gonna have a free breakthrough session to give you value and absolute clarity. We'll determine exactly where you're at, what you're struggling with and what's really holding you back. We'll get clear on your health and fitness goals so we can create a roadmap to get you to your goals fast and see if we'd be a good fit for each other. Now, I do want to mention that this isn't for everyone. This opportunity is only reserved for those that will do anything it takes to ensure that their goals become a reality, and that requires commitment and being 100% coachable. So if you are somebody who constantly makes excuses as to why you cannot do something, or you feel like you're a know-it-all, then you should definitely refrain from signing up. Okay? I am only looking for go-getters who are ready to take in their lives to another level and strive to be the absolute best version that they can be for themselves and their loved ones. On the call, we will do a deep dive into many things, and if we both agree it's a good fit to work together, we can get into the details of how everything would look like. Again guys, it's a completely free call and I won't be accepting you to join the program unless I genuinely feel that I can help you and guarantee you results. So if this resonated with you and you're the type of person that is willing to learn and willing to follow my instructions where I teach you exactly how to achieve long-term sustainable results and to eventually become self-sufficient, not having to rely on personal trainers or dietitians anymore for the rest of your life, make sure to click the link below this video and book your free breakthrough session now. I appreciate the fact that you've been sticking with me until the end. Thank you so much for listening and I look forward to speaking with you soon.